Hi, welcome to this video today, which is all about the best news sites for Forex traders and also sites that can help you with your analysis. I'm just going to go through some of my favorites. Now, in terms of a lot of traders ask me, should they pay for a live news subscription site? Well, you could if you've got a few $1,000s spare. You can go and get the top Reuters package or Bloomberg package. I don't really think they're great help for retail traders because you do get a slight advantage in speed, but you're still at the mercy of the big boys, the banks and so forth, who've got HFT trading programs. So for me, I would never pay for a live news feed. I've used four sites, just for the general news, and obviously they provide a bit of analysis as well. Sure, everyone is familiar with them. They are Reuters, Bloomberg, CNBC, and Market Watch. Now, in terms of some other sites that you may not be familiar, which I think you could find helpful, they certainly helped me. I'm just going to go through a few and why I like them. So let's go and take a look at the sites. Right, first of the sites that we're going to look at, and regular viewers will know how highly I rate this site. It's a live news site with a lot of analysis from whoever runs it, who I don't know who runs it, but whoever does knows their stuff. Now, they don't just cover Forex, they cover all financial markets. We get 10 to 30 posts a day. Really good insight from whoever runs it. And I did try and thank him, for having such a great, and it's a free news feed. I'd actually pay for this one. But there's no contact. But whoever runs it, a top quality site, I'd recommend anyone go and look at it. Obviously, you can see me scrolling down. It's not all about Forex. You've got bonds covered, stocks covered, commodities covered as well. I think as Forex traders, if we want we want the big picture. So you get a lot of Forex info, and you can use it for intermarket analysis as well. So I really rate this site and find it really useful. It gives me a few good ideas each week in terms of trading opportunities. Just superb. Next site is one of the banks that I follow, and I follow a few banks. This is probably my favorite in terms of generating ideas. It comes from the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, and it's a nice little Forex section. You get some deep economic insights. They'll focus on certain topics of interest. They do a weekly review, they do a monthly review. They are economists, so you've got to keep that in mind. They're not traders, but I found them particularly useful in terms of when I'm trading the Canadian dollar. They really do great stuff in terms of the Canadian dollar. In terms of the other currencies they cover, some of the info I find useful, some info I pass by. But I don't trade the Canadian dollar without looking at this site. I think I said it, following it for about 20 years. Really good. There's a few other banks I like as well, but this is probably my favorite bank site. Now, in terms of the next site, it is FX Street, which I'm sure everyone is familiar with. There's parts of this site I like and parts that I don't, basically. I do like the news section, latest news and institutional research, and I think, in terms of the institutional research, they pump out a lot of information, okay? And you can actually find, when you read through, the banks that they cover, or the banks who post, you get a feeling for the ones that you really like, who think offer the really good analysis that suit your trading style, etc. For me, actually, the bank is here. It's Rabobank. I really like Rabobank, and I particularly like a lady called Jane Foley. I think she gives really good insight. I like the economic calendar here as well. Nice, clean calendar. What don't I really like? The people who give this kind of live analysis and the technical analysis on here is just not for me. Crypto Rocket. They've got a lot of ads, but at the end of the day, they do pump out a lot of information. Crypto Rocket. I wonder if I'll go and trade with them. I think I passed that one by. Another sort of live kind of news feed I like is The Guardian, which is a UK newspaper. It's kind of an independent newspaper, if that makes sense. So you get a fairly even kind of look at news stories. Yeah, they're not particularly biased one way or the other. So I quite like the writers on this site. They post breaking news throughout the day as well. So really like this site. And it's a free one as well. Zero Hedge. I like Zero Hedge. Obviously, it's not all about Forex, but you get a lot of info on this site. Great in my view, for the bigger picture, a bit of a contrary view. They're a bit doom and gloom about the global economy, which I suppose I am as well. So I check out Zero Hedge regularly. I think it's a really valuable site, obviously. Twitter, do quite a bit of research on Twitter. This guy put up, I particularly like Raoul Powell, ex-hedge fund manager. He runs a superb TV channel on YouTube. Done my favourite YouTube channels in another video. It's called Real Vision TV. It is absolutely fantastic. In my view, I like the way he looks at the markets, his kind of view, and get a lot of good ideas from him. There's quite a few people on Twitter I follow. I mean, I suppose it's a question of finding your favourites. I like Anton Creel. I always think he's good value. He knows his stuff and he's very entertaining as well. Chigo, in terms of crude oil, which I like to trade. I always look at what she's saying. A good few people on Twitter are worth following. I think Raoul Powell will be my kind of favourite. Okay. Next site was the only paid for site I've got, and it isn't very much. You can subscribe. There you go, down the bottom, 12 weeks for £12. This site was hedge fund manager Jim Lightner, one of the best hedge fund managers around, actually said I could trade trade successfully just by reading The Economist. Again, it's not all about Forex. You obviously get the big picture about the global economy, but there's a lot of good ideas you can get in terms of a Forex trader from the site. The writers are just a different class. The Economist has been around for a long, long time. It's really respected amongst a lot of serious traders as a great resource. I used to read it when I was a student and still look forward to reading it today. It's just a fantastic site, and the only paid for site that I've got in my list. I suppose you could say Bloomberg is paid for, but that's not very much. This one isn't very much either. Out of the two of them, I actually prefer The Economist. My last site is Trading Economics. Just about everything you need. Sorry, let me just go over that. Everything you need to know about the background to a country. In terms of all the economic data, it's a vast site, and I use it a lot for in-depth analysis. So these sites, and obviously the four big news sites I mentioned earlier on, are the ones that I would be on probably every day. I do keyword searches and find, let's say, valuable information on other sites or whatever, but these are the ones that I really focus on for my idea generation, and also obviously all the factual background. So I think all the sites are worth checking out. They've helped me a lot, and I hope you find them useful as well. Right, that is the video for today. Thank you for watching me. Take care and have a good day.